Hello and welcome back to more Slay the Spire. We're playing the Regent. Been a while since I played this character, but I still one of my favorites. I think I've been getting Leafy Poultice a lot lately. And again, I'm still not mad about it. I think the benefit of Leafy Poultice is it's just different every time. And since RNG fix specifically, you can get every card in the pool now, and it's a lot more fun. So this is one that I don't mind seeing a lot just because you get so much variety even with taking the same starting relic. We are in the Overgrowth. We are fighting Vantum. Let's see what we want to do. Again, this run, I'm going to try to be more intentional about talking about macro and like broad decisions. And over time, hopefully I'll get better at it. It's really, really hard to commentate on. Like, micro is easy to talk about, but I think the thing that I'm trying to stress lately is just micro is not going to win you runs. Like if you're winning runs on like very slight micro decisions, like you had to do some really clever sequencing to beat the boss at 1 HP, that's generally just a failure of deck building more than anything else. If you have good deck building and like plans, and my plans will talk about that, like how are you doing damage, how are you blocking. If you're doing those things right, you shouldn't need to like do super clever micro in all but like the worst RNG situations. And by worst RNG situations, I mean like 1 in 50 runs, right? Most runs are pretty straightforward. Like you might not get the run you want. You might have to play with cards you're not familiar with. But I think that's kind of the beauty of the game. This map, I guess I drew too many lines, but I like this path the most. You get an early fire, and you get an elite. You can take 4 elites actually. Or no, 3. 3 elites, you get a fire. You can also go this way, which gives you a shop and 2 events. Let's see what Leafy... Oh wait, Neil's Torment's also... No. I like Leafy Poultice because it gets rid of a defend, which is a lot better on... Oh my god. A lot better on Overgrowth. We get Spoils of Battle and Charge. I like Charge a lot. I don't like Spoils of Battle so much. But Charge puts us on a path, right? We have actually a pretty good damage plan. With card draw and Charge shrinking our deck, we can actually build a pretty small deck if we want to, which could be good. It is a bit of a liability for Frog Parasite. So when I talk about having a plan, what I mean is we know kind of what combats we have coming up, right? There's 3 elites. We know there's going to be the statue, Birdonis, Frog Parasite, and we know we're fighting Vantum. So we have basically this time to prepare for that fight. Charge is pretty good into Frog Parasite, but we need to start thinking about how we're beating the other combats. I'm going to get rid of Sender's Bane Strike. We're going to play Weaken, so I take no damage here. Okay, there's a strike on top. Can I kill? Yeah, actually I can just kill with the sword. Beautiful. Perfect first fight. Wow, Royal Gamble. So like in this case, there's a bunch of cards, right? And we can take them. But when we're building a deck, we're not just taking cards, right? Furnace does something, but when we're taking a card, we need to have a reason to take that card. How does that card impact our plan? What is our plan? What types of problems are we trying to solve with our current deck? Does Furnace help that? Right, we're going into Vantum. Does making a big sword help you beat Vantum? Not particularly. Right now, which elite is going to give us the biggest troubles? We're actually really good into statue with things like charge and spoils of battle. So we don't care about statue. Frog Parasite, we kind of want AoE to hit multiple enemies. Charge is also pretty good against that. Birdonis is kind of the problem, and Furnace is actually pretty bad into Birdonis because it likes longer fights, and Birdonis you want to end very quickly because the damage scales quite a lot. Rotten War, however, we already have a Forge card, and Forge cards tend to go well together, and we've already removed a strike from our deck, so we have a little bit of space for early damage. We can also take Royal Gamble. Nothing in our deck cares about stars at all. So like this is objectively a good card, I like it, but it's going to be a curse for a very long time. We need to get strong right now. Rotten War solves all of those problems. Well, it doesn't solve them, but it puts us in the right direction, where now we have the ability to build an even bigger sword. This turn's kind of annoying. Let's get You potentially within range of dying next turn. Rotten War is like significant damage. Like, look at this. We're gonna go Falling Star. Kind of annoying, actually, that I... Oh, wait. This is even better. I get a big sword. I guess I'm taking 5. Yeah. I can strike you, or I could just make the sword bigger, but the sword already one-shots all of them. Okay, I'm taking 5. I was hoping I could defend. But now we just get to kill and kill. And that's thanks to like the damage that Rotten War offers. This effectively does 14 for 1 if you're going to be playing the sword. It's a pretty good like early damage common. Ooh, okay. Now, it's probably Cosmic Indifference. There's a lot of good options here. Glow is like objectively a good card. If you were just going off tier lists, you'd probably take Glow here. But specifically in our deck, right, we have this setup to start doing sword things, and we just have Charge, which is a busted card. So being able to put the sword back on top of your deck is really, really nice, because the best way to get value out of the sword is play it more times, because then you're every time, like if you play Forge 7 and you play the sword 1 time, this kind of did 7 damage. If you play the sword 2 times, it kind of did 14 damage. And so you're getting more damage per energy spent by doing that. I'm going to take Cosmic Indifference. This also offers some extra block, which is kind of nice. Pick an event. Transform a card. Or I can spend gold to get some potions, but I like transforming a strike. We actually have pretty good damage. Transform a strike. What do you got for me? Kingly Punch. That is just a straight upgrade. Also good with Cosmic Indifference, kind of incidentally. And now we're getting a sense of how our deck does damage. So when I'm talking about a plan, you have to have a in your mind for each combat. Like, what is the strongest way my deck can do damage? We can loop Kingly Punches with Cosmic Indifference. We can loop the sword with Rotten War. We can shrink our deck with Strength so we can play Charge. Like, all of these different things are important. Let's go here. Okay, then we get the Spoils map. The Spoils map does basically solve my Act 2. I think I'm strong enough. I could take Spoils map and skip an elite. Is typically how I think about it. I could go this way and take a shop. Because Spoils map will do some damage to us on average. This is where Charge comes in though, because we can get rid of the Spoils map sometimes. So I think our deck can absorb that hit and be okay. Now, we get to do the thing we talked about. Put Kingly Punch back on top. Let's go. We win the fight. Just like that. And now we get Summon Forth. Actually, the first Forge type build I've had in a while, but with Forge, get the sword back. Like, the best way to get value out of the sword is play it multiple times. Now we're kind of looking for energy. Or a way to upgrade the sword. Okay, what do I want to upgrade? Kingly Punch is like the best raw damage. This gains 4 base damage and skills by 6. Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade that. It's just so good when you can put it on top. This fight's scary. But I think we're doing okay into it. Falling Star, Rotten War. 7 plus 10. I might Flex Potion this turn, because I might be able to kill 2 things here. 7 times 1.5, 10, 12 times 1.5 is 18, plus 13, 31. Yeah, I can kill both of them if I Flex Potion. I think I will. Unless I need to... Because I can go Falling Star, Rotten War. If I Flex Potion, that kills 1. And then I can play the sword to kill another. The problem is the Crossbow Raider is going to pose a little bit of a challenge because you're going to block. So I'm wondering if I can just kill this one and block this dude. A little bit tricky. Or I can kill this one and take, like, kill this one with the sword and then take the rest of the damage. Is also another possibility. I think 8 plus 7. 7 times 1.5 is 10. So 8 plus 10 is 18. We can't kill any of these yet. I can flex potion, but I have an elite coming up. Or flex potion could be good. So I can play Spoils of Battle, get the sword, but then I don't have enough energy to Rod of Roar into it. But this could draw me into Kingly Punch, which just does more damage. I guess I will start here. Okay, not ideal. But I think we're okay, actually. 11 plus 6. I can block for quite a bit. Alright, I will flex potion. But I get to keep the sword this time. And then I can full block. The sword is doing 27, so that already kills. Let's get back Falling Star on the off chance I draw Venerate. I do. So you're... Oh, it's only 22? Oh, the flex potion. So I actually should have played Rotten War, I think. Because we're actually 1 damage short of killing this dude, which is pretty tragic. Yeah, that was a mistake. It's not going to cost us too badly, but it is annoying. We're going to take 6 damage here. But I can keep the sword around. I guess that's the important thing. So I take 6 damage for the mistake. But now I get to go, like... Summon forth, forges 8. So you're going to do 30. So I'll just play this into the sword. Ooh, first block, another refined blade. I mean, okay, let's make a big sword. Take a refined blade. Not the best into this fight in particular, but charge away, spoils map, and strike. Sword next turn. Get back. Refined blade? Just for even bigger. I don't need it to be that big. We'll get back a charge, I guess. Cool. So, Hitcha. This does 16. 16 plus 14 plus 19. It's 49. I didn't draw any block. It's pretty tragic. So we just got to use this turn to set up, if possible. Let's get rid of strike and defend. And we just got to take the hit, I suppose. Okay, we can go Falling Star into Sovereign Blade will kill. Then I can get back the sword right away. And then these two... Next turn we're drawing a lot of attacks as well. With the sword, I can probably take no damage next turn as well. 8. Spreading this out. Drawing charge now would be pretty good. Okay, I can kill this one. And kill this one. And I can just get the sword back. So you're at 9. Really, any semi-decent attack would do it. Just short. You're dead. Yeah, tragic. Pretty unfortunate fight overall. But we get Star Potion, we get Candelabra, and I get a Tyranny. I will take a Tyranny. We can get our deck just to be the sword and just play the sword a bunch. Conquer is also interesting, but I guess the problem with Tyranny is it doesn't actually help me into the upcoming fights, or Calcum does. Yeah, I think I have to rest now after that pretty rough fight. This is going to be about as hard as an elite fight anyway. And I get more energy next turn. So I want to make the sword so I can do that. Let's weak vuln you so I take less damage. Try and draw defend. No defend in sight. I could speed potion Cosmic Indifference to block for 11. Or I can do 10. Not that much. Okay, let's do that. Put Falling Star back on top. It's you. Cool. More energy, thank you. Summer Blade is 22. Yeah, I need a star potion here. This is not going particularly well. But I have star, so I don't need to play Venerate. Just play Tyranny so I can make sure I'm getting through my deck. What does this look like? 16 plus 26. Definitely kills, I think. 42. Dive bomb, kill. We're at 5. Get another summon forth. Particle wall. Second summon forth means we're just always going to have the sword, which is kind of fun. It is Forge 8. I mean, that's pretty good. We're just gonna go all in on the sword. I don't think I've ever done this much Forge. Tent is actually pretty nice. Problem with Tent, I know people are gonna say take Tent, take Tent. Tent doesn't actually win these two fights, right? It's only good here. It is very good there, but I need to see 175 plus 76. I can't afford Tent and Bulwark. Bulwark is like perfect for this deck. It's just a good card that also lets us go bananas with our sword. Bulwark is much cheaper as well. Yeah, I don't think Tent is going to help me get through the next fight. So I'm actually just going to buy Bulwark instead. Because again, this is all about beating the next combat. Orbit's kind of nice when you have Candelabra, but this also doesn't help the next fight. I think like a Fire Potion helps quite a bit into Verdonis. Or like a card remove a strike, so we just have all good stuff. But I kind of think strikes actually help Inventum a little bit, because I need a way to get rid of the slippery. So I think I leave the strike, and let's just Fire Potion. Let's do it. Statue is perfect for us, although I don't know about this opener. I guess I'm supposed to play Summon Forth first there. Okay, I have 5 energy, so this is the time. Let's charge Sender's Bane and defend. Try to draw into them. We hit Kingly Punch. So next turn, I mean, I get to go like Falling Star, double minion, dive bomb into Summon Forth, get back swords, so that's pretty good. So Refined Blade is going to do 9 this turn, and then more energy next turn. But I need to draw into specifically Summon Forth to have a chance with that. Otherwise I can just Kingly Punch, which does 19. This does 36. I can also go Kingly Punch, Refined Blade, Tyranny. Next turn out of 4 energy, which isn't enough to go summon forth, sword, summon forth. But maybe we go Tyranny, Refined Blade, Kingly Punch, and then next turn I just try and kill with 1 big sword. Because you'll be weak vuln as well. I don't necessarily hate that. I like Refined Blade. We're gonna start there. Sword is bigger. I could do 50 damage this turn. Let's do 50 damage this turn. We get Summon Forth, we get Falling Star. So, play this. Cool. So I can go like Venerate, Summon Forth, I'll have 2... Yeah, this should kill. Venerate, Summon Forth, 2 energy for the star. Make you weak vuln. This does 98 damage. That was a perfect elite fight. We get Charge or Spectrum Shift. Hard creation, huh? I think Charge is pretty important for getting rid of Phantom Slippery, but this solves basically any problem I might need. It's very good. I'll take Spectrum Shift. Okay, worried about this fight. We also don't have like a good AoE solve, which is also concerning. Let's draw. Okay, sword does 15. You can take this one out. And now the sword is doing 22. Just short of killing this guy, actually. Probably got a fire potion, or I can colorless potion. Fire potion feels more appropriate. Sad to use the sword here, but I think I have to. We'll get it back. Block for as much as I can. Okay, we take 2. Oh, we have a bunch of good cards on top. I think I could just do this. Find Blade. Kill. And then Summon Forth is on top, I can get it back. Bring me the sword. Beautiful. We get another Bulwark. That's awesome. Okay, 21 HP. I think we gotta rest. As long as we make it through the next act, remember we have Spoils Map. So that's just gonna get us solving this fight. This fight's gonna be hard. We have Spectrum Shift to try and get there. It's gonna be tough. Mind Blade. Oof. Maybe I should call this potion, actually. Entropy, transform 1 card. Honestly, yes, that will also help a lot. Okay, let's take no damage. I guess the goal is to make the sword big enough that it just kills in time. Let's transform Venerate. Okay, Guiding Star is not exactly what I wanted, but that's okay. Get rid of Spoils Map. Defend. Let's draw. Okay, Dive Bomb's perfect. Falling Star is also perfect. Strikes. I guess it's equivalent just to go Strike Summon Forth as it is to go Sovereign Blade Summon Forth. Take 4. At this point, I don't know that I need Tyranny. What do we got coming up? Spectrum Shift. A little bit late Spectrum Shift. Transforming the sword seems like a bad idea. I'm gonna get rid of Rotten War. Crush Under. That kind of helps, I guess. Do this. This. Or Tyranny. I think Tyranny helps us solve the wound problem. I basically have 3 turns to get rid of the Slippery and kill. Which is a bit of an issue. Transform. We don't want to transform Wound. Get rid of summon forth at this point. Exhaust the wound. Dive bomb. Strike. Spectrum shift can help us combat this issue. Okay, transform. I don't need refined blade anymore. Exhaust the wound. Okay, cosmic indifference is perfect here. Or celestial might, I mean. What we do, you attack for 10. Can draw something unplayable. I could just give the sword 8 more. I could put something on top for next turn, which is probably the play. Because I need to block. Bulwark plus defend. That's probably the play. Put you on top. Take 4. Okay, I'm going to transform the unplayable falling star. Exhaust a wound. Next turn, defend, guiding star. Am I trying to kill? It's a 63 and it could be much more. Kingly Punch also does 33 here. I mean, Guiding Star does basically nothing, but I think doing 33 probably where I want to be. Take nothing. Survive this hit and we pretty much win the fight. The Gambit. Ooh. Okay, I don't need 2 Guiding Stars. Exhaust this one. Okay, I think I play the Gambit and just win, right? Because I get to do this. Put the blade back on top. And then we just, like, build the blade up. Get rid of the strike. Rend, don't care about. This is 28, but I think the true win is just this. Get it back. Kill him. Beautiful. What do we get? I can copy the sword. I mean, that's kind of funny. Alright, we're gonna go all-in swords. I need a way to upgrade them is the biggest problem. Okay, Brightest Flame is kind of busted. Very Hot Cocoa. Gives me energy turn 1. And then I have energy turn 2. So my first 2 fights are pretty good. Pumpkin Candle, however, is also very nice. Okay, I do have a shop here. This path looks really nice. So I can really kindle the Pumpkin Candle. Alright, let's grab... Brightest Flame is really good. It's super broken. Is Brightest Flame colorless? Because copying it with Heirloom Hammer also seems pretty good. I can get my deck really small. But let's do Pumpkin Candle. I'm kind of just intentionally skipping Brightest Flame because I think it's almost too broken to be that fun. Do I want to take 2 elites? Because I'm definitely taking this shop. Yeah, I want to take this elite. I'm definitely strong enough to handle most fights now. Block, a bit of an issue for us. But that's okay. That's why we have a skill potion. I mean, I'm already blocking for 6. Maybe I didn't need the skill potion. But that's okay. We can... More energy next turn. Bigger sword, or just play Spectrum Shift Kingly Punch. We'll just do that. Okay, exhaust the spoils map. Am I killing here? This might just be a kill. 1, 2. So I can go Spoils of Battle. Falling Star. Copy the sword. Play both swords. Let's go. Cloak of Stars. A little bit more block. But I have Orichalcum for that, right? Let's get in there. This fight. Yeah. This fight's a bit of a problem for sword believers out there. We gotta do something, right? Because guess I'll just put Bulwark back on top. I don't know, man. This is not a good setup. Kingly Punch helps. Block. Just keep doing our best out here. Take a little bit of damage. Charge also helps. Get rid of Spectrum Shift and Hammer are too slow. You can take this one out. Full block you. You're going to be scary next turn. Okay. You can die in 3 hits. Up. 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 We can weak vuln you. And playing defend is actually net negative block because of Orichalcum. Okay, you know what? We're getting through this pretty well, I think. Break. Charge helps quite a bit. 7, and then any attack kills. Our sword does 73 damage, by the way. Boom. Okay, now do I take block? I don't think so. Who needs block, right? Ooh, 2 enlightenment. Reduce the cost of all cards in your hand to 1 this turn. What does this upgrade to? Does it have retain? Compendium. Card library. Events. 0 cost. What do you upgrade to? This combat. That makes my swords cost 1. That's okay. You know what? I'm taking that. That actually seems kind of awesome. Okay. Given that, I actually don't need elite. That solves a lot of problems. Oh, you can't corrupt the sword? Oh, let's transform one of the last strikes then. I mean, sword is all of our damage, so Astral Pulse is pretty bad. I mean, it actually would have helped against the cockroaches. Alright, my friend. Forge 8. Copy. Tyranny. We have 2 swords, which we can make cost 1. Kind of a beautiful thing. Although they don't cost 1 this combat, they just cost 1 this turn. I don't want to take damage, so I'm going to let them stay there, because I could redraw Enlightenment. Let's go. This. I think you're dead, dude. Play this. 93. 42 plus 24 plus 42. Yeah, that's got to be lethal, right? I could have played Refined Blade first, but like once you start doing the math and you're like, oh, that's lethal, there's not a whole lot of point in continuing. Okay, Glimmer. This is just like sword maxing now. I don't want Bing Bong. I'll choose one of 2. Mr. Struggles. Sure. Again, helps in multi-enemy combats. Let me kindle the pumpkin because I know I'm going to want to do that regardless of what else comes up. And I have a bunch of fires showing up. So we get rid of the curse. We get Petrified Toad. And now we get very strong. Go here. We're going to upgrade Enlightenment. Because I can make my sword cost 1 forever. Bag of Prep. Oh my gosh. Okay, Bag of Prep. Excellent. Happy Flower. Also excellent. Pillar of Creation. We have Charge. We have a bunch of sword stuff. We have Spectrum Shift. That seems good. I can get the last strike out of my deck, which I think is very high value. And this deck is moving, right? Our game plan now, like, it's pretty obvious, but we just have sword, big sword. We make our sword cheap, so we can play the sword more often. We can get it back more often. And, like, our damage is just scaling so high. Buying some potions probably is a good idea. Just to make sure I can stay alive. I have Pumpkin Candle. I don't know if I need Energy Potion. But Gambler's Brew plus Bag of Prep can solve most bad starting hands. Get rid of the Strike. Because our deck's actually pretty small, and like, the smaller it is, the more likely we can just keep drawing these. Getting 2 Enlightenments is kind of weird. I wish it just gave you 1. Pillar of Creation. This is good. It's good with this. It's good with Spectrum Shift. It is only 3 block per turn. Sharp 3, we don't care that much about. I could save my gold for more card removes. Nostalgia. I mean, I can do that with the sword and just go like bop, bop, bop. But I think because I have so many summon fourths and Cosmic Indifference, I don't think I need it. It's funny, but I don't think I need it. I think I'm actually gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna skip the Pillar of Creation. If I was offered it for free, I might take it. Let's rest. But I think because I have to spend money on it, I'm already a little bit suspicious of it. I'm not going to do anything about it. Okay. Get rid of Ascender's Bane. Probably too late for Spectrum Shift for this particular fight. What do I want to do? I can Gambler's Brew. Next turn I have a bunch of energy. I can grab like a Tyranny or Enlightenment. I'm gonna Gambler's Brew. Awesome. Let's go Refined Blade. Make all of these cost 1. Do I play Glimmer first? No, because I have Enlightenment next turn as well. They all cost 1. Let me clone the sword. Hit ya and grow the sword. So I just have 2 permanent 1-cost Sovereign Blades. A beautiful thing. Draw into Enlightenment, which doesn't actually do a ton. But I think I might just be killing very quickly here. 13. 34. 34. Kingly Punch. We got a weak potion. Another Spectrum Shift. I don't think I need any of these. Bring it on. Okay. The worst elite for me to fight, but I think we're still okay. Which is kind of awesome. Let's go Refined Blade. That way I can create the sword. And then I can make the sword cost 1 forever. Beautiful. Let's get rid of Ascender's Bane. Again, Spectrum Shift a little bit slow for this particular combat. Forge. Tyranny helps me block, but I think I want to do damage now while I'm 29. Hang on. Can I just kill something? 29 plus 14 is 43. I can get really dang close. And then I'm going to block potion. Is that enough? Yeah, it should be fine. Okay. There's the heirloom hammer, but can't do a lot. I think I want to put 1 minion dive bomb on top. What am I playing this turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Copy a minion dive bomb. Maybe I put this on top so I can copy the sword, and then I can just put the sword on top. Kill this guy, blocks for a lot, effectively. And then you're the next one to handle. You're gonna try and wake up. No Enlightenment's kind of tragic, but I think you're dead. Yeah, you're just dead. We do this. We copy the sword. Kill. Kill. It's so beautiful. Is it now time for the free pillar of creation? I really don't know if I need it. It does help me out later, and it's okay in my deck now. I'll take it. But it's certainly not necessary. I definitely don't need to rest. Upgrade. No point in upgrading Spectrum Shifts with 2 Enlightenments. Upgrading the second Enlightenment is pretty funny. Bulwark upgrade is more block. $15 block, 13 attack. Guess I'm just gonna upgrade Tyranny. Into this fight, I can just choose the draw fewer cards and I'll always have a good hand. Alright, well. Temporary decrease. Wait, do I have enough energy just for everything? I go Tyranny, charge. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll have 2 swords in my hand. I want the swords to be permanently free. If I spend 2 on this... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, so I spend... At that point I might as well just play this though. Make this cheaper. Grow... or make the sword. Then I can make all of these cost 1 forever. Copy the sword. And now we're moving. Already. And I don't have any strikes in my deck left. So it's kind of just beautiful. Let me get rid of... I think Rotten War is kind of the worst. I wish I could get rid of this Astral Pulse. Play 1 sword. Okay, draw 1 fewer card is totally fine with me. I will exhaust... I mean, it's Pillar of Creation now. Okay, bigger sword. This is so sick. Hitcha. Hitcha. Get both of my swords back. Let's just hit you a bunch. That's so good. Okay, Spectrum Shift. I am taking like 27. I could use a weak potion here if I need to. Get rid of this defend. Okay, draw Cosmic Indifference. I'd rather get Summon Forth though. I do draw. We'll just put Dive Bomb on top. Give me the swords. You're like dead next turn. Do I have a need to use a weak potion? Probably not. It's only 27. Okay, get rid of Astral Pulse. Look at this, dude. Big sword. Big sword. You're dead. Oh, it's beautiful. The Smith. Holy. I mean, it's pretty good. 4 star is actually really hard for my deck to handle, but wow, would that boost my damage? I would need the thing I don't like, I haven't taken any Star Gen cards. I don't really need to take Star Gen cards. But if I find a single Venerate, we're popping off. Bundle of Joy is really funny with my Pillar of Creation. This also kind of helps with my multi-enemy combat problems. But come on, dude. We gotta take the Smith here. The 5th card is free. I mean, it's pretty good too. This is how we make a lot of swords. This doesn't exhaust either, so I will amass a giant sword army. Glam Card Award is also very fun if I get, like, Forge, basically. But I think with Brilliant Scarf... I mean, the thing I'm worried about is blocking Aeon Glass. Or Test Subject. Aeon Glass should be super easy. How am I blocking test subject? Because I have a ton of energy and enlightenment. I actually don't know how much Brilliant Scarf actually helps. I'm gonna take glitter. This lets me take some like front-loaded block cards that keep me alive. So that way I can handle test subjects specifically. Because yes, more energy is fun and cool, but with double enlightenment and like all of the energy that this deck can generate, I don't really need that. I want to hit a shop. I have a ton of money, so there's 3 shops. Flyers are pretty important because I need to kindle at least 1 time. So shop fire here is pretty good. I can go fire, shop fire. Get like 1 elite if I want to. I can get 2 shops. I mean, more card removes is also really good going. I can get rid of Astral Pulse. I don't like that card. Let's go for card removes and gold. That makes room for glam. Okay, this is the unupgraded enlightenment. The tragic one. Charge we'll get rid of. Ascender's Bane. And Astral Pulse. And I want to play this Bulwark pretty badly. Is it better than Tyranny? Probably yes. Because copying the sword, like everything I do to make the sword do more damage is just so valuable. Holy cow. This can give me an attack. I don't have enlightenment yet. But I can maybe hit one. Let's grab an attack so I don't have to draw it. Which will be minion dive bomb. And I can glimmer. I really want to hit enlightenment before I try and play the sword. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can only play the sword 1 time. Put the hammer on top. And do I want to play the smith? This is kind of the problem I had with it before. It does forge 30, but it doesn't block for me. I think that's actually okay though, because I can go the smith, bulwark, defend. Holy, okay, you know what? That's kind of good. We don't get enlightenment. Quite tragic, actually. 69. So I could go summon forth. Hang on. 69 times 2 is 138. Sovereign Blade, summon forth Sovereign Blade does it. Okay, now. Double Be Gone. Double Hidden Cash. Double Hidden Cash can play the Smith infinitely, but I genuinely only need to play like 1 time. There's a lot of star. I'm gonna take Double Be Gone. Random Relic, absolutely. Parrying Shield, a little extra damage, we'll take it. Wait. Okay, yeah, this is a shop. I thought I got a shop off an event and I was like, that's kind of sad. Buying cards is pretty rough when you have glam, so I'd like to not do that. Gorge It helps my just general block strategy quite a bit. Touch of Insanity is also very good. I think it might be a little bit early for this. But, I mean, you just do that on the sword. The sword is free the whole combat. And you just go like, bop, 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 and kill everything. I feel like the fact that I have Enlightenment makes it fairly free, but this is kind of an example of like, what is your plan? If you don't have Enlightenments and are going into fights you're a little nervous, you could just take this. It basically will solve the fight. And then you can figure the rest out. I think I want Gorge It. I am pathing to another shop. I do a card remove now to get rid of Astral Pulse. Because I just want expensive stuff with Enlightenment, right? So I want all of like Prophesy is actually kind of good. It is cheap. Hang on. I should be able to get something with Glam that's a little bit better. I'm gonna save my gold here. Duplicate your deck. Ooh. You know I love to duplicate my deck. I would start with 2 innate tyrannies. It does make the Glam card reward significantly worse, right? It does do that. Yeah, I think because our game plan it revolves around Glam card awards, and our peak scaling is already so high, we don't need it to be higher. The benefit of duplicate your deck is you get more power, so you can go like double Tyranny, double Heirloom Hammer, double Pillar of Creation. We only have like 3 powers, and what we're worried about right now is being able to block the boss. This just makes it harder to block the boss, so we're gonna do this. So we lose Enlightenment upgrade, but we get... Wait, did I lose Enlightenment Tyranny? Like the 2 upgrades that I cared about? I did. Okay, well, that's pretty rough. Those were literally the 2 upgrades I needed. Very tragic. It is essentially a non-negotiable that Enlightenment needs to be upgraded. You get to Bulwark. How much am I being attacked for? 12 plus 16 is 28. So we're fine. I can then charge away. Thunder's Bane. Spectrum Shift's a little bit slow here. And I'm just gonna play, because I still have Astral Pulse, which is actually good in this fight. I think I want to... Wills of Battle makes us do 38, actually. And I don't need to play Falling Star because I want to hit Spectrum Shift. But this now one-shots one of them. And I have Enlightenment. $38. I wish I could get you back, but that's okay. I'm actually not killing here, am I? And this blocks for less than Orichalcum, unless I use my speed potion, which honestly, this could be just the time. This would block for 10. I still wouldn't actually full block this dude, unless I got also weakness potion, which is pretty bad. Weak potion would make you do 12, I think, right? 16 times 0.75 is 12. Speed potion. You would attack for 12, I would take 3. If I speed potion, which is much less useful, I think I'm just going to do that. I take 3, it's really about losing the max HP more than anything. Okay, you're done. This draw's been really bad. Oh, but you're dead. Great. Double Know Thy Place. Kinda good. Just 2 weak, 2 vuln for 0 energy and it just goes away. It's awesome. Okay, if I kindle here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna kindle first because it's something I know I'm gonna need to do. Regal Pillow, good thing I waited. Hit the other shop with 250 some gold. Oh, dude. Okay. Get rid of defend. Do I get rid of tyranny or do I get rid of the smith? I mean, the smith is good if I can play it. It's pretty unlikely that I can play it. Get rid of the smith. Weak vuln. I don't actually care about losing strength. Because my deck is all like one big hit. I can copy a minion strike. I don't think that matters. The Refined Blade. Okay, I can copy the Sovereign Blade. But it's not going to be free this whole time, is the problem. I'm going to play Tyranny. Okay. My dexterity's not very good. I think there's basically no point playing this defend. Thanks, Mr. Struggles. So, 17, 17. What do you look like? 25, so that's 50. Plus 21. 50 plus 21 is 71, and you have 72. I can use a potion-shaped rock. Probably worth. Okay. I guess I did the math completely wrong. I was like, why does this just kill? Falling Star gives you weak. And Pillar of Creation, I have charge, but I think I'll just Spectrum Shift. Ooh, Rolling Boulder. Okay, get rid of Astral Pulse. I can charge. You're getting rid of my strength. Kind of rough. But I'm drawing Enlightenment next turn with the Summon Forth, so I think I'm just gonna like turbo kill with that. So let's make the sword as big as I can. I guess we'll Rolling Boulder. Get rid of... Falling Star can't play. Sword. Okay, you all cost 1 this whole turn. I mean, it's so sick, man. Strength Potion doesn't matter. Spectrum Shift with Replay. Now we're talking. This is why you take Glam. More energy. More energy is pretty good. I could also Pale Blue Dot. It's not upgraded. Don't really care. Let's just go more energy. Go here. Okay, I need to upgrade these Enlightenments. At least one of them. That way I can keep the sword free forever. All potions literally do nothing, so... Clarity Extract. Probably better than a potion-shaped rock. I don't need an elite. I think my scaling's good enough. Let's just do it. Attack for 14. This feels acceptable to me. We get the sword. Get things moving. Double Spectrum Shift. Ooh, Fasten. Okay, no Pillar of Creation, tragically. But there's a lot of things that I can do this turn. Weak Fold. You only attack for 17. I think I will Fasten to defend. Actually, that does literally nothing, because I could just Orichalc them. Get rid of Thunder's Bane, Astral Pulse. And I guess for this turn we just do this. Take 6. 8? Something like that. We're creating so many cards. Okay. Pillar of Creation. Let me Seeker Strike before I play Enlightenment. Exactly what I was hoping for. You're all free now. Bigger sword. Copy the sword. Bigger sword. Bigger sword. Do I need to venerate? Not really. I mean, you're so dead, man. Weak fold, weak fold. Put an attack from your hand. So I can go like... I mean, you're just dead. All there is to it. Double Be Gone again. I mean, that's so good into Aeon Glass. Go here and rest. really wanted to upgrade the Tyranny, but I think resting is going to be higher value. This fight's going to be tough. This, I think, is what the weak potion is for. But I do set up with a pretty strong start. Do I have to start with Bulwark? Because oh, this is only the temporary one. So if I play Begone, would get rid of Astral Pulse. I guess I want to draw. This fight's going to be much harder than Aeon Glass. There's Glimmer. Do I care about Glimmer? Not currently. Let's draw. Okay, Know Thy Place is pretty good. Playing it twice is a little bit annoying, but I think it's okay. Let's play Bulwark full cost. No, actually that doesn't work. We're going to Enlightenment. This is kind of a disaster turn 1, but it's fine. Get a Bulwark. Definitely want to Spectrum Shift. Absolutely need to copy this. I think Weak Vuln is worth it even though it gives him strength. Copy the sword. Defend is very slightly net block. Negate. Okay, but this looks fantastic. And I get the Enlightenment this early. It's perfect. Okay, all my swords are cheap. Let me... Discovery first. Arsenal. Or Pale Blue Dot. I actually don't need the strength gain. I want a Pale Blue Dot. $34. So I play both of them and you die. Let me... Pale Blue Dot. I can Cosmic Indifference and put Heirloom Hammer back on top. Hang on. Is this too much? How much energy is this? Because I need to play this. This would be 2. That's too much, I think. It's pretty funny, but I think I just gotta... set up Tyranny. Double Spectrum Shift. And I need to play both swords here to kill, so I think I just go Enlightenment and kill. That gives me plenty of time. Now I generate cards, I'm drawing cards, my hand's gonna be completely full essentially. The Smith is kind of messed up. Get rid of a Jackpot. It's a little expensive for us. It's also pretty bad on the Regent, but I get to go... Yeah, this is messed up, dude. Venerate. The Smith. Bring me the sword. 64. Okay. Is that enough to kill? I don't have Pillar of Creation active, so I can go Rotten War. 64 plus 7. 71. 71 times 2 is only 142, so I'm probably not killing. In fact, almost certainly not killing here. Need a little bit more sword. Equilibrium. Charge can get rid of... Defend. I guess I will Weak Potion. Because once I get Pillar of Creation, we're kind of fine. Let's get rid of Defend and... Falling Star, because I can't actually play it. And then I'll just defend. So you're giving me 1 status. Great. Choose a card to exhaust. Bolus I don't need. It's funny. Don't need this. Wait, I can get even more time. You're doing nothing. Catastrophe will play Pillar of Creation potentially. Sure. Yeah, I'll just take even more time here. Why not? It did not play Pillar of Creation. Okay, Bulwark will block for me. And grow the sword. Even more time to grow my deck. Nostalgia. Okay, I think... Get rid of the wound. The first attacker skill is placed on top of the draw pile. If I can go Nostalgia. Retain Sovereign Blade. Yeah, it goes on top. Oh my gosh. I can Secret Technique. Cannot play the Smith currently. Go Pillar of Creation. Does 90. Does innate. I can grab any skill. I guess I'll just Refine Blade for more energy. This is the turn I'm a little bit worried about, but I get a bunch of block off Pillar. And this looks great. Don't need this. I guess Big On blocks for 4. I guess that's true. I don't need Scrawl. Block. Retain my hand and block. I don't need Kingly Punch. And that's more block. Oh, dude. Bigger swords. This is messed up. Give me the swords. Okay, we're gonna get rid of Scrawl. I definitely don't need you. Can I do 300 damage? Very likely, yes. Does 112? Okay. Get y'all back. I mean, it's pretty good. I don't know, guys. It's pretty good. Okay, 32 coming our way. It's very, very important to Enlightenment the sword. Bulwark, Enlightenment, Spectrum Shift costs 1. I could just go like defend, defend. Glimmer is interesting. We'll start there. Perfect. We'll put Kingly Punch back on top. So I still need to play full cost Bulwark, I think. No, I don't. I can use Rotten War instead. So we do this. That gives me the sword. This, very importantly, makes everything cheap. But now what? Comping the sword is very important. Tyranny is insanely good in this matchup. Double Spectrum Shift is also very important. I feel like it's double Spectrum Shift, copy the sword. But Tyranny's so good here. Because this just lets us eat the withers every turn. I'm taking like a massive chunk. One more energy would have gone a long way. I do have charge. I think I want a Tyranny. I can probably set up the Heirloom Hammer another time. Okay, get rid of Astral Pulse. What do you give me? Oh, I want to... Where's my summon forth? Okay, so I can literally set this up right now, right? I can put the hammer on top. What do you give me? Calamities? Actually not that good. So I'm going to block. I don't know how this works with withers, but I hope it goes how I think it goes. It does not. That's pretty tragic. I don't need the bomb. Okay, this will let me copy the sword. I can play the sword to do 22. This enlightenment doesn't matter that much. I'm just going to grow the swords. This beginning is really rough. But I hit Pillar of Creation and another Spectrum Shift. I think we're moving. I don't need this prep time. Pillar. Oh, the smith. I definitely want to hit the smith. Now I can begone the wither. And impatience is almost never going to draw because I'm just retaining the sword all the time. Can I hit the smith? I can. I needed venerate though. Right. Yeah, I can't play the smith without venerate, which is pretty tragic. I can play spectrum shift. That helps a lot. Let's do 42. Know Thy Place gives me another wither, but that's not the end of the world. I can play bulwark, which forges 13. Or I can go sword, sword, summon 4th. I think sword, sword, summon 4th, man. Okay, you give me withers. However, every turn I generate a bunch, block a bunch. Get rid of a wither. Do I have any card draw? I can play beatdown. Hold up. Can I just kill here? Wait a second. I might be able to just kill here. I need a bunch of energy to do this. We're gonna Falling Star. This is gonna copy another sword. Or I can copy Dark Shackle so I can block better. Actually, that might be even better. Yeah, that actually seems kind of good, because now I can do this. And then beat down. Copy the sword. The copy helps me block. Go to 9 and then I just Sovereign Blade kill. Exhaust a wither. 75 damage. Maybe I don't just Sovereign Blade kill. Let's block. Get rid of a wither. This does 90 times 2. 145 plus 28. 173. 90 times 2 just kills. Sweet. This is like the most all-in Forge build I've ever had, and it was awesome. Alright, thanks, Regent. That was a pretty rough, I think, run throughout. The biggest limitation of this deck in particular was the lack of the ability to handle multi-enemy combats easily. But our scaling was just so high that it didn't matter. Like, the Enlightenment Sword, Copy Sword combo is just, with all of our summon fourths, is just so good. And then we just kept shrinking our deck. Rather than adding attacks, getting our deck smaller so that we could just more reliably draw the summon fourths that we have. Tyranny plus, where is it? Charge plus, like, Begone helps us shrink our deck a lot. So then we're just going into the swords. Begone has extra duty against Aeon Glass. So that was a very fun run. I only took 3 elites actually, which is very rare for me, but you don't need elites when your cards help you scale, and we established pretty as soon as I hit the Enlightenment, I think that was going to work out. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.